Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading, Pisces. Let's start your reading. Let's see what's happening with you. What are you experiencing? Renewal. All right. This is the Judgment card. All right. It talks of reviewing what's happened so far, and time to just connect with all what has happened. Yeah, because somewhere you feel you know um, it's connected to your emotional well-being, and you're just looking back at what upsets you, what makes you happy, what has been happening with you that makes you it causes you happiness, unhappiness, choices which you have made, right? The energy is very strong for you to take a look at what has happened in life so far, or maybe anything which has happened recently. It's basically taking a re-look at, it's the universe is urging you to just you look back and see what you need to fix, what has been causing you a burden, and just looking back at your past, which has been very burdensome, which has been very difficult for you, but somehow it has undergone, something happened where you're made to examine it once more to see and sort out things for yourself, especially at the emotional level, right? A lot of emotional clarity coming in for you. What happened in the past, things really turned in a very you realized a few things for yourself, and as you realized certain things, you wanted to go a little deeper into what happened. You want to take it apart little by little to get into the depths and details of all what you have been realizing. You're trying to see a pattern, you're trying to see how things work together, what worked together for you in the past, how did things come about, what happened, what did you do, what were the responses you get, you any patterns which you are repeating, any mistakes you are doing over and over again, any of the nice things which you have also been constantly repeating and have always held you in good stead, or what are things which you constantly do which kind of put you let you down always. So it's basically taking stock of an event or life in general. Queen of Pentacles, and you've got Ace of Cups. So in the past, you were just looking at what you have, what you've achieved, what you've got for yourself in terms of, and how that made you feel, right? Whatever success you got, whatever achievement you had, or whatever the way things turned around regarding your well-being, it impacted you emotionally. You're taking a good look at you know how sequences happened, what you did, what you did not do, repeating patterns and all of that. It's all focused on your well-being, so that you don't repeat them again, so that you make sure that you always keep yourself in this position of a queen, where you don't compromise on your values, where you don't compromise on your self-esteem, where you don't compromise on your self-worth. So something did happen in the past, Pisces, which brought all these things to your awareness. What things? Looking at yourself, your worth in your own eyes. Okay, now let's see what's coming up for you. What's coming up for Pisces? What's coming up for Pisces? Okay. Seven of Cups. A little more confusion, and choices to make what to do. Okay, Seven of Swords and Four of Wands. So a little, I think whatever happened, I had to do with the relationship. Okay, it was a romantic relationship, or it could have been something with your marriage. There is something you don't want to, though you're being urged to look at it, there's some things which you don't want to look at anymore. You don't want to look at anymore. You're quite happy with whatever little happens, whatever little analysis you do of the past. You want to just get your core lessons and move away from it. You don't want to spend too much time with too many details. I think in the days to come, you will be clearly getting an idea as to what was happening in the past, and you're going to move out of this situation very quickly. Even this relationship, I think you will leave it quite suddenly and quite fast. Let's see what these cards want to add up. So the confusion might persist as you analyze this, but I think you will realize what your heart is really telling you, and it will help you to move away from this troubled relationship really quickly. King of Pentacles and Justice. Yes, you feel that the divine has helped you. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. The divine has helped you, to and has given you, the divine justice, and whatever, movement had to be made in terms of moving away from the person, that was the best thing the universe could do. So I think certain events did happen, which were out of your control, but they showed you something very, very clearly about a relationship which wasn't working very well, right? And now you realize that, it's not for you to compromise on your, like I said, you really value yourself to be connected with people who do not treat you very well. What's your guidance? Two of Swords and Nine of Wands. But this guidance does say that, you might feel a little exhausted about looking at everything, but there will be certain things, you will need to look at in the days to come, or maybe sometime later. All your analysis with the Seven of Swords, it means, running away from something. It's probably getting very messy. You don't want to be spending all your time just dealing with it. So for now, you'll say that, yeah, I figured this out, I just want to move away. But something is not quite over. That's what your guidance is, Pisces. Something is not quite yet over, which you do not want to see. There are certain aspects you don't want to deal with right now. What are your challenges? Transformation in a relationship. My goodness, it talks of, there is something more in this relationship, Pisces, which needs more change. See, you are wanting to move away, you have moved away, but something is left, some more changes are left in this relationship. I think the person is likely to come back and want to reconnect with you and change the situation again. But it's a good thing that you've been analyzing things for yourself, so that you know how to handle this person. It could be the same person, it could be another person with whom you've had differences in the past, likely to come up. Now that you're free of one relationship, it can possibly say the same person pursuing you, or you meeting somebody from your past as well. See what fits in your situation. What does this card want to say? Ten of Pentacles. It talks of a relationship which will go a long way. Maybe the person has undergone some change, right? Quite possible, and comes up, and you also feel that, and thereby this relationship could go on for a longer time. Or maybe you meet somebody new, and that relationship has a lot more scope for going the distance and staying with you for a long time. What's your guidance? Awakening Ancient Wisdom. Yes, with the renewal card here and the awakening card here, it's a good card to tell you that yes, you have the inner knowing, right? Access that inner knowing and stand in your power, Pisces. Your inner guidance is always going to tell you what is best for you, and whatever is the best for you is going to be your source of power and strength, right? So just see what, for each of you, what is it trying to tell you. It wants to connect with you. Yeah, and coming into this dark situation regarding this relationship, it's taught you a lot about yourself, and you can see the transformation happening more so when you meet this person again, or you meet another person from your past, right? Let me get some outcome cards for you, Pisces. The Hermit and Ego. So it's a good idea, to whenever a new person, somebody from the past comes up, or you meet somebody new, or the same person comes around, do take one step at a time, and don't give into the negative aspect of your relationship for whatever. Okay, let me just see what it is. But here, don't this Hermit card says that do connect, but at a distance. Just take one step. Oh, we've got maybe some clearing needs to happen with that person. You need to be freed of that person. Maybe it is that one last conversation you need to have before the entire situation gets resolved, right? So that's why we got this, and the transformation, and this Two of Cups. So somebody, that same person might be coming up just to clear a few things which will set you also free, Pisces. So do take that opportunity to connect. Don't disregard it immediately, because it's very important for you to finally be finally getting a final closure on that thing, whether you want to continue or whether you want to move away. If you move away, then you're moving away with all chains broken, no connection whatsoever. And if you move ahead, then it's going to be on a very, very clear note, on a very, very clear slate. So that is what the guidance is, that in the days to come you will be meeting somebody, the same person or another person, but there's going to be do take the first step and have very clear communication to just get rid of a lot of baggage which you are carrying. Okay, Pisces, with that I'll wrap up your reading. Thanks for watching.